second leg of the semi-final against Solihull Barons, with the Wasps already 2 goals ahead from the away match. Roger Thames now reports Durham's Riverside rink was expecting something of a formality.
Liverpool lose at Anfield more often than the Wasps on their own rink, so when Solihull took the lead within 75 seconds through Jim Main, it came as a nasty shock to 3,000-odd Durham fans. But that was nothing compared to the heart attack stuff that followed. Solihull was so much the more positive team, and when Phil Lee pounced, they'd already pulled themselves level overall. Durham looked so edgy, so uncertain. Stephen Johnson did set up Ian Cooper for a fine goal, and that should have settled them down. But it proved to be Durham's keeper, Neil Campbell, who was under constant pressure. And when his defence left him totally exposed, Rick Ferrer said thanks very much for number 3. In fact, it was Ferrer who was causing all the havoc. Next, he set up Main for his second, and Solihull now were leading overall. 10 seconds left in the first period, though, and Mario Belanger takes it back to all square. Surely we'd see the real Wasps after the break. But the Red Barons came out flying. Smith's shot was pushed out, but in came Main for his hat-trick. Durham were all over the place. Another mistake. And Ferrer doesn't miss those, and he didn't. 6-2. Ferrer's now running riot, but Jim Main is still doing the looting. Here's his 4th. Solihull 3 up on aggregate, and the Barons are really lauding it. Durham needed a break of any sort. They got it through keeper Martin McKay. He just couldn't hang on to this effort from Belanger, and the big blue machine was starting to move through the gears. Seconds later, Belanger is away again. He dances through the defence, and a super solo goal. He really enjoyed that one, and so did the fans. Durham just 1 goal down overall, remember, and it's bedlam in the rink. Back comes the puck to Robert Wilkinson, and he smashes in an unstoppable shot. It's all tied up once again, and what a goal from the young defenceman. There was no time to be a coach, though. Durham's Wayne Evers wasn't smiling yet. Into the final period, and a mistake could be fatal. Mike O'Connor picks up a loose clearance, and that man, Belanger, does the rest. It's his 4th, and Durham are in the lead at last, but can they hang on this time? Still, Solihull come back, and who else but Ferrer? Look at this for a goal, an absolute stunner, and he thinks so too. Level pegging yet again. Surely it would take something special to decide this classic semi-final. Then Mark Reed flicks a long shot, and in it skids. What a way for the Barons to go. But nobody cares at Durham. Wasps lose 7-8 on the night, but they go through to the grand final. Just.
I could think of 1,000 different ways I would have rather it's been tonight than that way. It's not, you know, we like to put on a good show for the crowd, but we like to win at the end of the day as well. So, you know, hats off to Solihull. They played well.
And to get it right this time, Durham Wasps now meet Murrayfield Racers in next month's final.
In the final of the Norwich Union Cup. It's a repeat of last year's championship final, so the Scots will be out for revenge. But Durham go into this battle of the heavyweights without the man who saved them in the semi-final. Mario Belanger's hat-trick in the second leg against Solihull Barons saved Durham from sliding to defeat. Now the French-Canadian has packed his bags and left the Wasps in the lurch. Mike O'Connor, Durham's captain, is with us in the studio. Mike, do you feel you've been dropped in it rather by Mario?
Well, so to speak, he has put us in an awkward situation. I don't think everybody fully realizes the circumstances in which he left. He's got some personal problems, and you know, he's felt it best for him to leave and sort them out, and we wish him all the best. But having said that, you know, it's left us kind of close to the final to try and find a replacement. So,
how big a blow, though, is it to you to lose somebody who's been the real ace goal scorer?
Well, he has been very exceptional in his performances for Durham, and everybody that's followed the Wasps, and you know, since his arrival here last year, will realize his importance. So it has left quite a gap.
And of course, any team going into any major final with only 2 instead of 3 imports is obviously something of a handicap.
Yes, we're somewhat handicapped, but I like to believe that, you know, it'll spur on the rest of the lads. We do have some exceptional talent in Durham, in our local players, and you know, I think we'll have to look, you know, toward them to pick up the slack.
Yes, it's down to the kid line, as they call them, the Johnsons and the Coopers, to do the work that Mario might have done.
Yes, they've been playing very well, very well.
And Murrayfield really are the most difficult opponents you could face. They're the top of the league at the moment. It's quite a challenge, isn't it?
Definitely is. It definitely is.
And this fellow Tony Hand, some people reckon him the best player in Britain at the moment?
Yes, he is very exceptional. You know, his physical ability and his scoring ability is second to none, really. He is a good player, and we have to contain him this weekend if we're going to, you know, raise the cup.
Where do you think, though, that Durham might have the edge?
Well, I think that in terms of a skating game, we can keep up with them. But I think if it's going to be one, it's one with intensity and spirit, you know, which we demonstrated in Wembley last year. So I think we have to make sure that we're ready at the beginning of the game and come out flying.
Now, I know it's in Scotland, but you're going to have the traditional Durham support with you. Is it 17 coach loads going up there tonight?
Yes, it is. Yes, we have large support. Jean Smith has been run off her feet in the last month or so, preparing for this weekend. So, you know, in all tradition, we have our Durham support coming with us.
And you're going to bring them back the cup?
Hopefully, yes.
Hope so as well, Mike. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.